you were a kid without cable in the early 2000s, then you might have ended up spending a lot of time on the channel Cubo instead of Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. If you were one of those kids, I share your pain. And you might also recognize the show Peccola. This was an odd little show about a bunch of very blocky creatures living on an island and getting into mischief. Very kid-friendly, nothing too special about it. But what you might not have known, and what I did not know until about a year ago, was that there is another show made by the same people called Gregory's Horror Show. And this is a lot darker than Peccola was.
Those stairs get me every time. Come along now, my friend. It's time for me to show you to your room.
And that on its own is an interesting little tidbit. It was very interesting to find that out, but that's not what drew my attention. What actually got me interested was a video game adaptation based off of this darker show. And the premise of this game is very similar to the show. You go to a hotel that is run by this Gregory, and you are trapped there, and you have to find a way to escape. It's not very often that you get a game that looks exactly like the source material, but thanks to the style and the texturing of the original show, is almost a one-to-one comparison. Not to mention that they got a lot of the same voice acting involved that makes it all so much more authentic. And you are going around learning the schedules of the other guests so that you can find their weaknesses to steal their souls back to give to the Grim Reaper. I think it's a pretty neat idea, and I just wanted to share my discovery because I just thought that this was kind of a hidden gem that maybe more people should be aware of.